Good morning, students. Now coming to concept of metabolism. Concept of metabolism. Students, organisms like bacteria, plants, and protozoans and animals. Organisms like all these bacteria, plants, protozoans, animals, they are represented by thousands of organic compounds. Represented by thousands of organic compounds. Thousands of organic compounds are present in all these living organisms. And all these organic compounds of organisms, they are considered as biomolecules. They are called biomolecules. These biomolecules are also called metabolites. They are also called metabolites. These may be primary metabolites or secondary metabolites. Anyhow, they are represented by body of all these living organisms is made up of thousands of organic compounds. They are called metabolites or biomolecules. At the same time, all these biomolecules, they are turned over in nature. Turned over. All these organic compounds are turned over. Turned over means these compounds may be constantly changed. They may be constantly changed into some other compounds. Changed into some other compounds. At the same time, these compounds may be made from some other compounds. I mean, they are interconvertible. This interconvertible nature of biomolecules is called turnover. So, one type of compounds may be converted into some other types. At the same time, they made from some other compounds. They are interconvertible. Such a nature of these biomolecules is called turnover. Means they are being constantly changed into some other compounds and also made from some other compounds. That is called turnover in nature. At the same time, this breaking and making of compounds, both breaking and making of compounds, it takes place by some reactions, chemical reactions. Some molecules may be converted to some other molecules by chemical reactions. At the same time, they made from some other molecules. A chemical compound may be made from some other compounds by chemical reactions. So, breaking and making of all these biomolecules inside the living body, that is by chemical reactions. In this way, thousands of chemical reactions, they are present in the living body. Body is represented by thousands of chemical reactions, and all these chemical reactions, they are responsible for the conversion of one type of chemical compounds into the next type of chemical compounds. So, in this way, plant body is represented by several thousands of chemical reactions, and all these reactions, the sum total of all chemical reactions takes place in the living body. That is called metabolism. This is called metabolism. What is metabolism? The sum total of all chemical reactions takes place in a living body. That is called metabolism. This metabolism is considered as one of the most defining feature of the living organisms. Metabolism is the characteristic feature of living organisms. There is not the non-living object with metabolism. There is not the metabolism in dead organisms. Metabolism is the characteristic feature of only living organism. So, it's a defining feature of living organism. Metabolism is one of the most defining feature of the living organisms. In this way, these chemical reactions, some of the best examples for these chemical reactions, that is removal of CO2. Removal of CO2 from amino acids in the formation of amides. Removal of CO2 from amino acids and in the formation of amides. In the formation of amides. Okay, this is one of the examples for this chemical reaction. Removal of carbon dioxide from amino acids in the transformation of amino acids into the amides. One of the best examples. At the same time, this is the removal of another example. Removal of amino group. Removal of amino group. Removal of amino group means NH2 from nucleotide bases. Nucleotide bases. This is also another example. At the same time, another example for this chemical reactions in living body, that is hydrolysis. Hydrolysis of glycosidic bonds. Hydrolysis of glycosidic bonds in a disaccharide. In a disaccharides, they are the best examples for they are the examples for chemical reactions. Anyhow, thousands of chemical reactions that takes place in living body. The sum total of all these chemical reactions, they constitute metabolism. It's a defining feature of living organisms. There is not the living organism, the non-living object with the metabolism. Metabolism is completely absent in dead organisms, defining feature of only living organisms. Some of the examples of these chemical reactions: removal of CO2 from amino acids in the formation of amides, and removal of amino groups from nucleotide bases, and hydrolysis of glycosidic bonds in a disaccharide. They are the examples. In this way, we can list tens and thousands of chemical reactions. Sometimes these chemical reactions, they are not isolated in form. They are not isolated. They are not isolated reactions. Means sometimes some chemical reactions are linked one to each other, leading to the formation of a chain of reactions. Okay, chain of reactions. Sometimes they are linked. Some reactions are linked to form a chain of reactions. A chain of reactions. Such chain of reactions in which many sub-reactions are there, in which many sub-reactions may be catalyzed by either single enzyme or different enzyme. Such a chain of reactions is called a metabolic pathway. Metabolic pathway. This is called metabolic pathway. This is one of this is metabolic pathway. The best example for this metabolic pathway, this is glycolysis. Glycolysis is one of the best example for metabolic pathway. So, in glycolysis, one molecule of glucose is converted into 2 molecules of pyruvate, and it includes total 10 reactions. Such a link, such a chain of total 10 reactions in which one molecule of glucose is converted into 2 molecules of pyruvic acid. That is called glycolysis. This glycolysis is a type of metabolic pathway consisting of 10 reactions catalyzed by the single enzyme or different enzymes. Sometimes these metabolic pathways, okay, metabolic pathways may be linear, maybe this is linear, just like glycolysis, but sometimes these metabolic pathways may be circular. They may be circular. What is the best example for this circular metabolic pathway? Krebs cycle is one of the best example. Krebs cycle, in which acetyl coenzyme A is completely oxidized in matrix of mitochondria. That is linear and circular. Anyhow, metabolic pathways may be linear, as in glycolysis. They may be circular, like Krebs cycle. In this way, these metabolic reactions, they resemble all the metabolic pathways present in a living body. It resembles an automobile traffic in a city, automobile traffic in a city. Very important. All these chemical metabolic pathways, they resembles. It is similar to an automobile traffic in a city, and all these automobile traffic in city, the rate and direction is constant. Rate and direction. It is constant. Rate and direction is constant. So, the chemical reaction, the rate and direction of each and every metabolic pathway present in living organism, it is constant. So that this is mean all these metabolic pathways, they are crisscross in nature. What is the crisscross in nature? Crisscross nature means these pathways in living body, they contain some junctions. Okay, just like automobile traffic in a city. Here also there are some junctions inside the living plant body for these metabolic pathways. At these junctions, some chemical compounds may be converted into some other. At the same time, they made from some other organic compounds. Okay, so there is a continuous flow of metabolites in living plant body or living organisms body. There is a flow of metabolites, continuous flow of metabolites through these metabolic pathways. Such a continuous flow of metabolites through these metabolic pathways, this is called constituent of body. I mean, this is a dynamic state of body constituents. This is called dynamic state of body constituents. Dynamic state of body constituents. Very important. This flow of metabolites through metabolic pathways takes place in the plant body. It resembles with automobile traffic in a city. It is crisscross in nature. Okay, and is represented by some junctions. At these junctions, these pathways, they are turned into some other ways. Like that, there is a continuous flow of metabolites through these metabolic pathways. Such a continuous flow of metabolites is called dynamic state of body constituents. This flow is called dynamic state of body constituents. At the same time, okay, very important. In this flow of metabolites, some some metabolites may be turned into some sub-reactions. Some of the compounds may be enter into the main flow. At the same time, at junction, some of the chemical substances they leaves this continuous flow, like the automobile traffic in a city. Some of the vehicles may leaves the main road, and some of the vehicles may enter into the main road. Just like this, chemical substances may takes bypass of this main flow. Some are enter into the main flow, some leave away from the main flow. That is mainly the dynamic state of a body constitutes. Similarly, all these metabolic pathways, they are catalytic in nature, catalytic reactions. Okay, and all these chemical reactions takes place in living body. They are a type of catalytic reactions. Catalytic reactions. What is catalytic reactions? For example, even the simple reaction, okay, the dissolving CO2 dissolved in water, CO2 dissolved in water, that is a simple reaction, a simple physical reaction. Simple physical reaction is also a type of catalytic reaction. Catalytic reaction. There is no the chemical reaction which is uncatalyzed in living organisms. No uncatalyzed reaction. No uncatalyzed reaction in living body of organisms. There are thousands of chemical reactions. Each and every reaction is nothing but a catalytic reaction. There is no the uncatalytic reaction in living organisms. What is catalytic reaction? Each reaction, it is accelerated by, it is hastened by a type of protein by proteins. You know, some of the proteins, they have the ability to catalyze the reactions. Catalytic proteins, they have the ability to catalyze the reactions. Catalyze the reactions. Such catalytic proteins, they are called enzymes. They are called enzymes. Catalytic reactions are called enzymes. Very, very important. So, each and every chemical reaction that takes place in living body, it is catalyzed by some catalytic proteins. Such catalytic proteins are called enzymes. The reaction in which enzymes are involved, they are called catalytic reactions. The reactions in which enzymes are not involved, they are called uncatalyzed reactions. All the chemical reactions of living body, they require enzyme proteins for accelerate, for the rate. Actually, these enzymes, they do not change the substrates. They do not change the substrates and the products. They do not change the substrates and products in any chemical reaction. But enzymes, they speed up the rate of reaction. Very, very important. Speed up the rate of reaction. They speed up the rate of reactions. At the end of this reaction, after the conversion of substrates into products, the enzyme which is participated in this chemical reaction, it reback from the chemical reaction without any qualitative and quantitative changes. There is no any qualitative and quantitative change in enzyme in any chemical reaction. Just this enzyme, it will speed up the rate of reaction by converting the substrates into the products. At the end of reaction, enzymes are reback from this reaction without any change. Such catalytic proteins are called enzymes. All the living chemical reactions takes place in the living organisms. They are catalytic reactions. Their rate is speeded. Their rate is accelerated by the participation of enzymes.